You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business, and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Good morning and welcome to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business. Your business is our business.
So how you sleeping these days?
Well, you know, it's been a surge of adrenaline for the last couple of days, and I'm not sleeping so well.
You know what? I'm not either, and I'm always a sleeper.
Yeah.
And we've got a couple of things coming up.
You're not always a sleeper?
I am a sleeper.
That's what I thought.
I am a sleeper,
right.
but I'm not.
You're not sleeping so well either.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Why?
Well, we're pretty excited. We've got some exciting things happening here at the Experience Pros radio show. I found an article that talks about how to power through your workday on no sleep. You ever pulled an all-nighter? You need to pull an all-nighter for work? Well, in December, the Experience Pros radio show is actually thinking of going for a Guinness Book of World Records for the longest broadcast. Continuous broadcast of 60 hours.
We're going for a 60-hour Guinness Book World Record for the longest broadcast of two talk show hosts without breaks.
Yeah. So 60 hours is two all-nighters. And actually, in a couple of weeks, he's like, not me. In a couple of weeks, I'm doing a vacation with my family, and our plane leaves so early in the morning, we're actually thinking of just kind of pulling an all-nighter the night before. But regardless of all that, we are not sleeping well. We are on an adrenaline rush, and you know, you've had those nights where you just wake up and your mind is rambling, and you can't go back to sleep until like right before your alarm clock is going off, right?
Yes.
So here's how you power through your workday on no sleep.
No sleep. All right.
And you would think that
this is going to be helpful for me.
This is actually brought to you by people who drink coffee. You know, like 7 a.m., drink a cup of coffee. 7:30, drink another cup of coffee. 8 o'clock, drink another cup of coffee.
Wait a minute, what's wrong with that? I do that through the show.
That's a normal day.
I go through 2 pots of coffee a day right here on the show.
All right, so let's see if this is even practical. You've had zero sleep the night before, and you've got a full day today. Okay. Number 1, don't hit snooze.
Well, what's the point? I'm not even in my bedroom.
I know. I'm thinking, how's this even possible? I think that's if you actually fell asleep.
The mentality of it is this. If you hit snooze, you are simply, you destroy any chance of getting back into that REM sleep. You just get up.
So this morning, my husband had like one of these little all-nighters last night.
Did he?
He did, and he crawls back into bed and at 6 o'clock, which is at what time I'm supposed to be getting up.
Right.
And he came in and he lay down and he's falling asleep. Something about the person next to you going to sleep does not put you in the place you want to wake up.
Well, you're never in that place anyways, but I understand what you're saying.
So at 6 o'clock, I fell back asleep until about 6:30.
All right.
Which was bad. And I get up at 6:30 and Jay says...
Wait, I was at your front door at 7.
At 7. Jay says, you know, it's 6:30. He says, why did you want me to wake you up at 6? Because I have to leave at 7. All right, so don't hit snooze. First thing, have a little coffee.
Yes.
Of course, a little jolt, a little thing. 7:05, you're having a little coffee. Next, you're going to eat some breakfast. They say whole grains, protein, little fruit, no sugary.
Is it like tiny fruit or have a little fruit?
Little fruit.
Okay.
Tiny fruit, little fruit.
Well, you know, are we talking grapes and raisins, or are we talking like watermelons? Because that's a big fruit.
That is a big fruit. No watermelon.
Okay.
No watermelon.
I had watermelon this morning.
You have to eat within an hour of waking up because it boosts your mood and mind.
I agree with that.
And then go outside. What? Go outside. I'd probably put some jammies on.
Please.
Put some jammies on first.
Yes.
Get natural sunlight first thing in the morning is one of the best way to boost alertness, up your body temperature, and reset your circadian rhythms?
Oh, circadian.
Thank you. I'm like, I know this word, but I'm not used to reading this word.
Yeah.
Okay, do your most important work. First, they say at 9 a.m. because you have the most energy between 1 to 3 hours first thing in the morning. So use this time to get critical tasks out of the way.
Here we are.
And then guess what else you get to do?
What?
Grab another cup of coffee.
Yay!
No kidding, right?
You know, what's your favorite cup of coffee?
My favorite cup?
Uh-huh.
Like my favorite, like latte?
No, what's your favorite cup of coffee?
Oh, my favorite cup is the third cup.
There you go.
My favorite
We're
cup
on our way.
Cup, yes.
Obviously has not had that today.
Next, you're supposed to reschedule your meetings because you're sleep deprived. You can't. You're less likely to detect others' nonverbal cues or communicate effectively, and you're more likely to come across as grumpy.
Oh.
No kidding. No kidding.
Grab another cup of coffee.
So you're not going to be productive, so reschedule all your meetings. You're not going to be useful at work anyways.
Smart.
Anything they say, you won't comprehend, and anything you say is going to sound mean.
Right.
Next, well, it doesn't say. Actually, it says eat a light lunch and steer clear of junk food. Keep it light. Eating a heavy lunch will only make you feel sleepier.
Yeah.
1 o'clock, have some more coffee.
More coffee.
6 to 8 hours after waking up is when most people are at their drowsiest. So a little extra jolt can help. And make sure you cut the caffeine, though, after 3 p.m. because you don't want to battle another sleepless night.
Yeah.
2 o'clock, take a nap. Okay, we won't be able to do this.
Work.
We won't be able to do this. Do it in your car, a
Do
conference
as we
room,
say, do not do as we do.
under your desk. Won't that be lovely? Let's just all crawl under our desk. It's like nap time in kindergarten. Bring your little pillow and
I
your
used to
little
exhibit
blanket.
at trade shows. I did 35 trade shows every year for several years, and that's a grueling schedule if you know the way trade shows work. It's almost one a week, and in order to, this was when I was much younger, but in order to recycle, I literally would crawl underneath my draped table and sleep underneath my table while everybody was walking in the trade show and all that stuff.
Don't you snore?
Probably not when I was young.
Oh, all right.
I don't know.
Okay, I would think.
Yeah,
that
I got that power nap.
All right, so the power nap. And they say if you can't nap, go back outside for a restorative boost from the sun. 3 o'clock, tackle your brainless tasks because you're useless. What is a brainless task?
They're all the ones you assigned to me.
I don't even know what you could have left in the day, but anything that doesn't require much mental ability. Why did we even show up for work? You don't need any brain ability, mental
Right, and
ability
this
to do
calendar
this
goes,
job.
what, 3 to what?
To 5:30.
Oh, jeez. That's only a half day.
It's
That's
a
a quarter
half
day.
day.
All right, well.
I'm going to guess next thing, have another cup of coffee.
No way. I've switched over. And I probably switched over right around 12:30, to be honest with you. My third cup of coffee.
Wine bottle. This to me was written by somebody who hasn't had too many all-nighters.
Yeah.
But in theory,
Theoretically,
this is how you would get through your day.
Well,
I think this is how we try to get through a normal day.
we're going to step out of the realm of theory and step into the world of practical application. When we come back, we're going to talk about how to get your team to work together. Teamwork. Together, everyone achieves more on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Your business is growing, but your computers are slowing. We can fix that. We're C-Squared Computer Consulting, and we can help you take on the challenges of your growing business by helping you get the most out of your systems through availability of managed services. We provide reliable protection with 24/7 system monitoring. Check us out at c2cc.net or call us at 303-933-1113. That's C-Squared Computer Consulting, c2cc.net.
The business professionals at Extreme Relationship Management know that networking is one of the best ways to create word-of-mouth marketing for your business. They also know that many of you feel like it's a complete waste of time. The difference is knowing how to network and what to do with all those business cards that you collect. Tune in every Thursday to learn about the ERM networking laws, and be sure to sign up for the next ERM class. Extreme Relationship Management offers training and events to help you realize how rewarding networking can be. Train it the ERM way. Find them online at extremerelationshipmanagement.com and call 855-I-LIKE-ERM to find out more about their next class.
One of the most important tools in your business is your phone, and you can't afford dropped calls. You can afford Edgetronics. They get your phone system to work for you, not against you. As a certified veteran-owned business, they'll serve your business with honor, and they guarantee you'll always be able to reach them. Call today at 303-766-1699. That's 303-766-1699. Give your phone some love, and you'll love the outcome. You can't afford intermittent service or static phone lines, you can afford Edgetronics. 303-766-1699 or online at Edgetronics, that's with an X.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service, coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products, means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 888-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Finding care for an aging parent or loved one can be a simple and hassle-free process with Home Care Assistance Denver by your side. They are locally owned and provide hourly as well as 24/7 live-in services by caregivers that are custom-matched based on client needs. They personalize every care plan to fit your loved one's very specific needs. Call them today to schedule your free in-home assessment. 720-443-3371. 720-443-3371. More information can be found at homecareassistancedenver.com. They love serving your loved ones. Call now, 720-443-3371.
John Rush, this afternoon from 3 to 6 on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Come on now, people, let's get on the ball and work together.
That's right. It's time to work together. Get your heads out of the trenches and start working as a team, folks.
You ever have one of those work environments where everybody's kind of doing their own thing? There's not a lot of crossover, not a lot of collaboration, and so therefore you've got all these big groups of independent people doing their own thing, but you really need them to come together and to work as a team. How do you get this group of independent, strong-willed folks who all know what their own job description is, doing their own thing, to come together and share and collaborate with each other?
Donuts.
Donuts. So we'll bring them together into the kitchen, that's for sure.
What else do you need?
Then they're all going to go back and do their own thing. And so here's the thing. As a manager, you want to actually give a kind of set the example, right?
Eat the first donut. Or you could be like Adam in our office, who is our director of membership. He just licks the donut he wants. He does.
So do you.
So?
Yeah, they're donut lickers in our office.
That's almost like swearing. Can we say donut lickers on the FCC? Is that okay, Charlie?
Tasters, tasters, donut takers, donut.
Bring in a buttload of donuts and lick them.
That would be a wineful. All right, so if you are a manager and a manager of a team that's a little disconnected and you want them to come to work together, here's something you can do. Schedule a kickoff meeting where everyone is talking about what they're working on and identify projects that are ripe for collaboration, because not everything is.
No. Some things need to be independent, but when we're talking about a team effort, all hands on deck.
Absolutely. So talk about the time commitment, the goals, and the expected business impact. Why does it matter that we work together? Paint that picture, that big vision of how when we work together, it's more effective for the team, and highlight what's in it for them.
If you have a national group or your culture is more done with email and go-to-meeting kind of things, you can still use that go-to-meeting, but you need to use the collaborative settings so that everybody's editing the same document at the same time, just saying.
All right, now what if you're a coworker and you're thinking, okay, I could really use some help, want to bring my team together. It's not necessarily coming from the boss that says, all right, you guys all have to work together, but you know this would be better served if we did this as a team.
Do what I said or I'm telling.
Well, you can take it upon yourself to build a collaborative culture, and the key way to do this is by supporting your co-workers' contributions to any larger company projects, especially when there's things that maybe your contribution could go unseen.
Yeah.
This is probably counterintuitive because we always want to take credit.
Sure.
If I'm going to help you, I want other people to notice. I want this to be, a reason why I might be up for a bonus or a raise or a promotion. But here's the thing. If you can actually build up other team members, kind of come in beside them or alongside of them, you can send them some emails, a little bit of advice, some suggestions, send them some introductions, and you don't have to do it for the credit. But it actually starts to create, you've done it for somebody, they'll do it for somebody else, and in turn it'll come back to you.
Kindness begets kindness.
And it does end up becoming a culture. All right, so here's the thing. I'm not necessarily a coworker. I'm not necessarily the boss, but I do know I want to be a part of something bigger than just doing something myself.
Okay.
Here's some things you can do. Start by having real conversations with people. Just friendly exchanges.
Get to know them.
Get to know them. I actually had a conversation with somebody not too long ago who just wasn't feeling like they were getting any value out of this group that they were participating in. But how much are you invested in the group?
Right.
What are you doing to invest in the group? We always want somebody to do something for us. I think as salespeople, we want people to buy from us. As managers, we want people, to do hard work for us. As volunteers, we always want something for us. And I think we get into this pity party.
Yeah.
I didn't get any value out of that. That group isn't really working for me because you haven't invested into the group.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That makes total sense.
So, start by investing in other people, having a conversation, showing up, participating, being around, being present, being involved, not, taking their phone calls, responding to them, to their emails.
Take the team to coffee, lunch, wine.
Any event, really, just where people are getting together, and you don't even have to have a big budget.
Right.
All these free outdoor concerts, free networking events,
sure.
Associations you already belong to where you can bring guests to. When you take away the pressure of kind of rushed meetings, urgent deliverables,
right.
Everybody can let their guard down. But if you're always in sales mode,
right.
Always in what's in it for me mode,
you might miss the entire relationship.
Absolutely.
Listen, what we're after really is a company culture. Right? We're going after a culture that is more than just getting the job done. Your culture is built by your team members. Your team members are built by you. And so take some of this advice, implement it, and see what you can do. We'd love to hear your results. You can write us at radio@experiencepros.com.
Yeah, if you just find yourself looking in the mirror, and saying that thing isn't working for me, that group isn't working for me, just ask yourself,
what am I doing?
Am I working for them?
Yeah, there you go. Wow, powerful. All right, folks, don't go anywhere. We come back. Business tips and insights. We got a good one for you today. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the most positive business talk show in America.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Landlords, listen up. If you have investment property, you need Legacy Properties PM. Devin Bewley will absolutely get you the highest rent possible, handle every imaginable emergency, and make sure that your property is well cared for. He visits every property regularly and knows that he's working for you. Legacy Properties PM, where their promise to you is simple. If your property isn't earning you money, you owe them nothing. There's nothing to lose. 720-989-1996. Mention Experience Pros and they'll waive the first month's management fee.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Bumper Dock Denver is now open for bumper repair, windshield chip repair, paintless dent, ding, and auto body repair, and they're upfront and honest about prices, usually posted in the lobby. As your car's cosmetic surgeon, Bumper Dock Denver also does headlight restoration, interior repair, detailing, paint touch-up, and wheel repair, all at fair prices and usually in a day or less. If your car gets injured, just call the doc. Bumper Dock Denver, 303-369-7292. That's 303-369-7292. Online at bumperdockdenver.com.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Let's talk about advertising. It's a key element for growing your company and making sure people are aware of your brand. If you're going to put a half-page ad into a magazine with 60,000 in circulation, it'll cost about $1,500, and you get to be in front of your target audience. If you're going to attend a big trade show, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to interact with potential clients. If you're going to sponsor a foursome in a golf tournament, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to support your favorite charity. At Experience Pros, $1,500 goes a long ways. You get an entire year of membership with business networking, online customizable listing, featured ads, 3 radio spots during the year, speaking opportunities, sponsorship options, and more. Sign up today at experiencepros.com.
SharpNet Solutions has been optimizing websites for over 16 years, since before Google was even a company. Hi, this is Eric, and I want you to let that sink in for a moment. SharpNet Solutions has been helping hundreds of small businesses get found on the search engines since before Google became Google. They're one of the most affordable SEO firms in the country, and if you tell them Experience Pros sent you, you'll get up to 50% off of your SEO services. Still wonder if they can help you? Google Experience Pros. We use them. 303-900-4988. That's 303-900-4988 or sharpnetsolutions.com.
The Dana Show, 6 p.m. weekdays on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We appreciate you for taking time out of your business to join us for hours. You know, it's time for business tips and insights, and I've been looking forward to this one for a very long time.
Absolutely. We're calling it Wednesday Wisdom from our friend Sandy Corrigan with Keller Williams. Sandy, welcome to the show.
I'm so glad to be here.
We are thrilled to have you. What are we talking about this week?
Well, we are talking about our environment, and I started thinking about how oftentimes you hear people say we're a product of our environment or we're shaped like our environment, and I started thinking, I don't think that's good enough for us as leaders and business owners.
Oh, you're going to have to just spell it out for me here.
So don't we want to be the ones shaping the environment rather than the environment shaping us?
Oh, absolutely.
Right? For our clients and our people. So I have kind of a fun little story to tell you about. We all know the name Jonas Salk, who was the doctor who created the cure for polio.
Oh, that Jonas Salk, yes.
Jonas Salk, right? And so what was really interesting about my research with him is that for years he worked 16 hours a day, 7 days a week to find this cure for polio with no result. And in 1952, more children died of polio in America that year than any other disease. 58,000 people were affected.
Well, it wasn't even FDR. He had polio,
yes,
didn't he?
Absolutely.
All right.
16 years with no results.
With no results. Can you imagine?
No.
So he took a break. And what he did was to change his environment. And he went to the Central Hills of Italy to a monastery with beautiful architecture, nature, lots of fresh air and beauty, and tapped into a very intuitive spiritual place to come up with the concepts that are now the cure for polio.
Sandy, I have to warn you, when you talk about stories like this, Angel's very impressionable, and she will turn to me and say, I'm going to Italy.
Awesome. I'll go with you.
Ah!
So that started me thinking about what is our responsibility or our opportunity as leaders with our environment. I want to give you 3 tips around your environment today. So first of all, the physical space. And we know that learning is promoted if we're in a space like this where we can see the Rocky Mountains and we have high ceilings and we have this expansive large room. Conversely, if we want to get a lot of tasks done or focus, we actually need a smaller space with a lower ceiling and first thing in the morning when our energy is high.
Must be why I get so much done.
Yes.
Wow.
Does he get a lot done?
I live in a shoebox. Yes.
So that physical space is really important. And so what can we do to challenge ourselves around the activities we want to create and what kind of environment will make that most productive and successful?
Gotcha.
Secondly, what about our mental space and our verbal space, so our verbal environment? Because thoughts become things, and the thoughts are the things that we actually say. And so how are we surrounding ourselves with positive people like you? I love being with you because the energy is just electric. A fun little tip if you're working with a team would be have a jar, and anytime somebody says something negative or you say something self-deprecating, you put a quarter in the jar or $1 in the jar or $50 in the jar, depending on what level of accountability you want, right?
It just got interesting.
Interesting, right?
I live in a shoebox and I'm broke.
Thirdly, what about your heart space? What kind of environment does your heart live in? And what kind of environment do you set around your emotional response? If you're stressing or frustrated or angry, Here's one tip that really helps me is I like to pause and say, am I operating out of love or fear? Because if I'm coming from fear, it's always a bad deal. It's always a bad response. And yet if I come from a place of love, I ask better questions, I stay in curiosity, I stay out of offense. So again, kind of 3 tips to think about. Your physical environment, your mental and thought and verbal environment, and your heart environment. Those are the 3 tips I think that can help any person, let alone certainly leaders, impacting the world around us.
Well, this has an impact, Sandy. This is why we are so thrilled to have our Wednesday Wisdom. That is something we can all take into. Where are we at? The physical space that we're at, the verbal cues that we're using, and of course that heart space. It is brilliant. And you do this every day, all day long. You help people. Actually, have a really fun tagline, and we actually just read it. We're actually getting ready to read it this morning.
Careers worth having, businesses worth owning, and lives worth living.
I love it. Don't you wish you had a business worth owning? And don't you want to have a life worth living? You need to call our friend Sandy Corrigan with Keller Williams, 303-907-1010. That's 303-907-1010. Weekly Wednesday Wisdom coming to you from
Weekly Wednesday Wisdom.
It's a www. Who would ever use that? Love this, Sandy. Thank you so much for joining us. If you loved what Sandy had to say, let her know. Shout it out on the Experience Pros fan page. We'd love to see that at facebook.com/Experience Pros. Sandy, some contact information for you, please.
Yes, 303-907-1010 or Corrigan, Corrigan @kwcolorado.com.
I love that. Do that phone number again, but just a little less than Mach speed.
So 303-907-1010.
God bless you.
You can find me on Facebook at Sandra Corrigan also.
There you go.
Call or text Sandy. Tell her thank you so much for her Wednesday Wisdom, and have her pour some wisdom into your life as well. Sandy, thanks so much for the business tip.
Thank you.
All right.
Absolutely, absolutely. Hey, do you ever have trouble motivating your employees? Well, Angel tries to motivate me.
Well, now I've got some great tips from Sandy, so it's going to get a little bit easier for me. But here's 2 ways that you can actually motivate your employees. The first one, of course, is leading by example.
I thought I invented that phrase at 18 years old. True.
Lead by example.
Yeah,
really?
Many people know I used to be a preacher, and at 18 years old I was a preacher in training, and I wrote a sermon called Lead by Example, or Ministry by Example was the actual title of it. But,
all right. Well,
it's not new.
You didn't invent this,
No.
But you might have invented pants, so that's all right. How you interact with people, the emails you send, everything, the way you posture yourself in a meeting, your people are always watching you, and they're looking up to you for an example of how to behave. And so the culture stems from the top. You want your people to follow an example, have them follow yours.
Absolutely. The second one is really knowing what it is that motivates and what your employees desire. There's only one way to do that, and you have to build relationship with them. You have to have community. We just talked in our first segment a little bit more about having sorry.
See, I clicked on it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We talked a little bit in our first segment about building that team and getting that together. Well, here's the thing. If you don't know your employees, if you don't have the idea of what their dreams are, their aspirations, what their what the goals are, then how can you help them reach them? And if you're not helping them reach them, you're not doing anybody a service.
It's nice to have your corporate goals and
Sure.
the culture where everybody's working together for the company. But outside of work, they're human beings with lives and families and dreams and goals. And if you're a part of that, if you know something about that and you can help them facilitate that or put them on that path, give them the tools and the resources, help make introductions, you're going to actually motivate them to be better at work, because their lives, their personal life is actually achieving something great.
Yeah, I remember, Adam Kemper is our director of membership, and he joined the team about 3-4 months ago. And I remember meeting with him prior to his becoming employed here. And our first meeting had nothing to do with the work. It was all about, where are you going? What are your goals? What are your aspirations? What's happening in your family? And how can we come alongside and facilitate that in a work environment that is driven by life?
It is absolutely. Remember, your company is made up of people.
That's right.
And hearts and dreams and beating heartbeats. And so making sure that when they come to work, that glow in their light doesn't dim out from 9 to 5 until it's time for them to come home. Make sure that they feel a part of something bigger than themselves and feel valued. And so there's a way to motivate your team today. Just 2 quick and easy tips. Lead by example and find out what their dreams and vision is.
You're starting to see a theme kind of thread itself through this show, and we're going to continue that theme with Lisa Wisen next. She's going to talk about, do your caregivers know how much they're appreciated? Coming next, the most positive business talk show in America.
The Experienced Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff-it-up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Dude, your wife's hot.
I know, right?
I'm not kidding. She's really hot.
Yeah, I married up.
I'm trying to tell you, your wife's hot.
Will someone please call Bowman Heating and Air? It's 90 degrees in here.
Don't let anyone else tell you how hot your wife is. Call Bowman Heating and Air today. 303-622-6502. Bowman Heating and Air, keeping couples together and relationships cool. Ask about the preventative maintenance option with a 100% mechanical guarantee. BowmanHVAC.com.
4 local groups have joined forces to create one epic event to keep your business on track. On July 30th, join Infinite Nation, The Connecting Experts, Extreme Relationship Management, and the Experience Pros Radio Show at the PPA Event Center for the Epic Summer Summit. Come to network, connect, and get focused on keeping your goals on track. Get your BOGO tickets for the Epic Summer Summit online at theconnectingexperts.com. Theconnectingexperts.com. Proceeds benefit Mile High Women's Outreach, helping to stop human trafficking here in Colorado. Make a difference and attend the Epic Summer Summit on July 30th.
Tune in every Monday at 11:35 for What's Going On with Jim Smith from Prudential. Jim will host a lively conversation about the financial and investment topics you're asking about. You can call Jim and his Prudential team directly at 303-669-9701 and tune in on Monday mornings right here on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
John Rush during the afternoon rush today at 3 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Thank you for tuning in to the Experience Pros Radio Show. We are grateful, and we're going to carry on that theme with our next guest.
Do you feel appreciated?
Yes.
I hope so. And I'll tell you what, how do we make sure that our employees know that they are appreciated? Because, of course, we do appreciate them, right? We can't do it without them, but sometimes we forget to let them know. So we brought in our guest expert today, Lisa Wisen, owner of Wisen Healthy Bodies. She's a registered nurse since 1989 and also a licensed massage therapist. You're going to want to get a massage by Lisa. She does a fantastic job. Lisa, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
Well, very, very nice to have you. Now, okay, so let's talk a little bit about employee satisfaction and the recognition that goes along with it.
Yes. I hear all the time from people that they're unhappy at work because they work hard, they're not recognized for what they do. Maybe people who they think aren't doing as much get recognized. So I think it's very important that we remember daily that we need to say thank you for the work that people are doing,
You know, there's
and recognize them.
such power to heal with those words.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, it's crazy the way that happens.
And it's funny how, you know, if you hear somebody else being recognized and you're not being recognized, and all of a sudden, you know, it kind of makes your heart sink and you're like, man, what am I doing wrong? You know, why don't they like me? You know, and I hear that, and that's how people feel.
We do. We absolutely go to that dark, ugly place. And I imagine as they're lying on your table in a relaxing mode, you're finding a knot somewhere and you're finding the tension. And it's because, and we start to talk about how underappreciated we feel and how stressful it is, and I imagine people just really start to pour out to you when they're getting a massage. So Lisa, then how does showing appreciation, how does it affect our business? How does it impact our clients?
Well, it affects them by making them more positive. When they wake up in the morning, they're looking forward to go to work. They know they're appreciated there, and what they're doing well. So when they show up for work, they're giving it their all. They're happy. Their attitude is better, and good attitude spreads to everybody else. You got somebody coming into work who is unhappy. That mood is contagious.
It is contagious.
And a good mood is contagious as well. So that's what you want people coming in with.
Yeah, if it doesn't matter what mood it is contagious. So it could be a bad mood. Let's make it a good mood. Maybe we should just have you come in with like a chair massager like once a week. Everybody get in a good mood. Lisa's here.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what are some business ideas or tips that we can use to actually show appreciation to our employees?
The easiest thing is just the words thank you. Thank you, Angel, for doing an awesome job today, or giving them a handwritten card.
It seems so simple, Lisa. Does it really have that kind of impact?
It has a huge impact. When I get a thank you card in the mail, I'm excited to open it. It's like, what is this card? And then you see it's just a thank you for doing something so simple, and you're like, wow.
It goes to the top of the stack, doesn't it?
It absolutely
does.
does.
Bills, and then the shape of a card that you know is not a bill.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then it gets placed nicely on a counter or a mantle so that they can see it all the time, and it makes them feel good. So those are the two easiest ways to show appreciation. But getting involved in people's lives and finding out what they're doing outside of work, you know, what are their goals outside of work? What are they trying to achieve? Help them do that. What bad things are going on in their life? You know, what's bringing them down outside of work that you don't know about? You know, you should know what's going on in the lives of your employees so that you can help them through that. They will feel appreciated, that you care enough to know what's going on outside of work.
Outside of work, and I think that that's okay. You know, it used to be we had this kind of toe the line. At work, you know, you're professional, your image, and it's stoic, and it's, you know, proper, and then you get to go home and you relax and you're with your friends, and that's where you share your real life with. But these days, that line is blurred. You know, who we are at work is really a true reflection of who we are as people, right?
That's right.
And it's nice. It's okay to get to know them.
That's correct. And, you know, it makes them feel better. They feel more like a little bit more of a friend to you when you come into work that way.
More connected, probably have better retention.
Yes.
You know, instead of people shopping around for a new job. I read once that people will change a job for a 5% pay increase, which is really nothing.
Right.
Yes.
Because they feel appreciated.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, they will go to great lengths to make other people happy.
I like it. So how often should business owners, how often should we, obviously we should say thank you probably every day.
Absolutely.
But, you know, if it's not necessarily, you know, if I'm going to do something more than just the thank you and the handwritten note, is there something we should do just to show appreciation on a grander scale to all of our employees?
Well, I don't think we should wait till Secretary Appreciation Day, which comes around once a year, Nurse Appreciation Day that comes once a year. But I think, you know, at least on a monthly basis, you know, treat your clients to a lunch. Bring in a treat for them. Everybody loves a treat.
Yes.
You know, and maybe even show appreciation amongst all the employees. You know, we're really not going to work just to make the boss happy. We want the whole environment to be happy. So
Absolutely.
if you, as the boss, show that this is what you expect from everybody in the group, to be kind to each other and appreciate each other's work, that goes a long ways.
It really does. And I think that as business professionals, I think we overlook the value of appreciation. It's not really in the business plan. It's not really something that's on our checklist of things we have to get done today, right? We've got to meet with clients, we've got marketing, we've got sales, we've got operation. But where does appreciation and gratitude fit? In the business plan, it isn't written down. And yet we see, okay, if we're not taking care of our employees, they're going to leave, or they're not going to take care of our clients, right? It trickles down to, and so it really is something that we need to talk about and pay attention to every single day.
Absolutely.
I think everybody should go take care of themselves first, and then they'll be in a proper frame to take care of their employees. And by that, right? By that, I mean, why in the world wouldn't you take care of your body over at Wise and Healthy Bodies? Where can people contact you and get a great massage?
My phone number is 720-402-5465. Nice. And they can also reach me at lisawisen@yahoo.com.
lisawisen@yahoo.com. And it's Wise and Healthy Bodies. Now, you are a registered nurse and a massage therapist.
I am.
How does that add to the massage experience by being a registered nurse?
I'm always assessing. That nursing skill is still very prevalent.
Absolutely.
Every single day. So when somebody is on my table, as I'm massaging, if I notice something, whether it's a spot that
Skin
they probably
lesion.
can't see themselves,
Right, yeah.
That's right. People can't see the back of their bodies. If I'm feeling something that, maybe I shouldn't feel at the end of the massage, I will definitely let them know, that's something. And I recently had a young girl in, and she has a history of, she'd had a stroke in utero. It affected the left side of her body, and she's a young adult now, and I've massaged her many times. But this one particular time she came in, her leg was very cold. I mean, compared to the other leg, which was completely different. So because I already knew her and I had a relationship with her, I knew something was different.
Yeah.
That she hadn't recognized. So I was able to bring it up, get her to the doctor, make sure everything was okay, and so that kind of skill has really helped me and my clients.
I noticed something that you said, Lisa, that shows how sensitive you are to the experience. You say if you notice something, you wait until after the massage to tell them.
Absolutely.
Why do you do that?
Oh, they would be worried the entire rest of the massage. That's all they would be thinking about. Yes.
I figured in order to get the most out of your massage, what you want you here relaxing, and you won't be relaxed if you're freaking out about something.
Because then I can calmly tell them, you know what, this is just something, the next time you have an appointment, I would mention this type of thing. I would never scare anybody.
Give your phone number again, please.
720-402-5465.
Love that.
Wise and Healthy Bodies, WISEN, Wise and Healthy Bodies. Lisa Wisen at yahoo.com. Is that correct?
That's right.
Is that correct? Lisa Wisen at yahoo.com. And where are you located?
I am at C470 and Kipling, inside the Littleton Yoga Center.
Oh, it's a beautiful space. Lisa does a fantastic job. In fact, I know somebody who raves about your foot massages, by the way. She's like, nobody ever can, nobody ever did, nobody does, but Lisa gets it. Lisa does a fantastic job. You want to show do you want to show some appreciation to your employees? How about setting them up with some massages this week? Connect with Lisa Wisen. Give your phone number one more time.
720-402-5465.
Now you know what to do. Call and get that lined up. Thanks so much, Lisa.
Thank you so much.
You bet. Folks, when we come back, we're going to talk a little more about leadership. That's right. You're listening to the most positive business talk show in America.
The Experienced Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
You've got a great business, lots of customers, and a catchy tagline. Things are going great, right? Has it ever occurred to you that if you are doing so well in your business, someone else might be trying to copy or steal your concept and make it their own? It happens every day. But don't let it happen to you. You need attorney Steve Replin on your side. Much more than just a lawyer, Steve is a business consultant who knows how to protect what's yours by helping you grow it to success. Call Steve today and CYA. That's Cover Your Assets. 303-322-7919. 303-322-7919.
Over 400,000 businesses in Colorado have less than 10 employees. Your business probably fits into that category. Imagine what would be accomplished if everyone joined forces. The Colorado Micro Business Alliance brings owners together to give you a unified voice in state and local politics, as well as helps negotiate better deals for products and services. They offer top-level seminars and networking events. Join now for only $5 a month at ColoradoMicroBusinessAlliance.com.
Computers. We can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in, all your computer quirks and hang-ups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057, 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
Let's face it, you're stuck. Sure, your business is stable, but you've been floundering it even for too long. It's time to call Stephanie Shelley. Stephanie is a systems, business, and marketing coach who's helped over 300 companies improve their results by setting up systems and holding them accountable to trackable growth. Sometimes all you need is a fresh perspective and a little bit of accountability to break through to the next level of your success story. Call Stephanie today, 210-426-6956, and just talk to her. 210-426-6956. She can help. It's your business. Call today.
Join us on August 13th for Summer Toast 2015. It's the premier networking event for Colorado's top marketing and business professionals. Network with over 100 great organizations, companies, and colleges. Meet like-minded people to help you grow your business. Win cool gifts and enjoy all you can eat from Denver's finest eateries. Free cold beer, wine tastings, and of course, Experience Pros Radio Show will be there recording your free 30-second commercials. Your $30 ticket includes all you can eat from Denver restaurants, plus 2 drink tickets. Buy your tickets at summertoast.com.
As a business owner, you know what it's like to wear a bunch of hats, and we know it too, which is why our very best advice to you is to outsource your accounting to By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. Philip Aronoff is well known to listeners and members of the Experience Pros Network. He was voted the best bookkeeper in the state of Colorado during the Fan Braggin contest, and he can absolutely help you build your business while making sure your accounting is all taken care of. Call Philip today and take that bookkeeping hat off for good. 720-837-0860. That's 720-837-0860.
John Rush, this afternoon from 3 to 6 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on Twitter.com/ExperiencePros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
My people, listen to me. I am powerful.
And I am your leader.
Sounds like the Wizard of Oz.
All right, here's the thing. You know, there is one way to be a leader, and that is to kind of enforce yourself upon people. And
it's not very effective.
I was gonna say, you know, it probably is. It is probably one way to do it. But here's the thing: if you just want to seek a little bit more influence in your own life, or you just want to model your lifestyle on powerful leaders, here are some habits that powerful leaders have.
Oh, I like habits.
These are habits, yeah.
Right.
So here's a couple of habits from just historically great leaders. And whether you've got a great team of people following you or you just want to live your life as if you do, here's a couple of things you can do.
All right.
One, they never speak too much.
Oh, this reminds me of my favorite quote.
Oh, you have a favorite quote?
Yeah, you know Abraham Lincoln.
Well, yeah, we're like BFF
right?
On Facebook.
Yes, if Abe says it on Facebook, it's got to be true. He is once quoted as saying, "Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak out and remove all doubt." That's been my mantra for the last several years.
It may have been your mantra,
It's
but
not my
not necessarily your behavior. Absolutely. Here's the thing. The most powerful people in the world, they say, have established their reputation by speaking clearly, eloquently, and in many cases, as little as possible.
Wasn't it another president said, speak softly but carry a big stick?
The quiet
Teddy.
people are often seen as more intelligent and influential simply because they have fewer opportunities to say things they'll regret. All right?
Why you look at me like that?
Okay, and the more concisely you speak, the more authoritative you will appear. Strive for conversational minimalism. Here's the thing. You're saying less so that you have less to regret saying.
Right.
And, you know those people. They just, I got to tell you everything. I got to tell you why I'm so smart. I'm so great, and we're so great, and I know great people. And after a while, you're like, yeah, you're all talk.
Yeah, and name droppers.
A lot of hot air.
But here's the thing, you find that when you find somebody who doesn't speak all that much, when they choose their words carefully, when they do speak, we all listen.
Absolutely.
E.F. Hutton was one of those guys.
Because they're saying something important, finally, and it's not just all jabber and chatter.
Right.
It actually is thoughtful conversation. Next thing is they're flexible.
Oh, some of my favorite people in the world are really flexible. It's true.
Rather than coming up with an idea or strategy and adhering to it rigidly, like this was my idea and we're going to stick to this and we're not going to stray from it, powerful leaders tend to be adaptable.
That's right.
It doesn't mean compromising. It doesn't mean wishy-washy. It's just flexible and adaptable, open to new ideas and brighter suggestions.
Now, sometimes your flexibility can lead to compromise. So you have to...
compromise is good, but being wishy-washy
is
not good. Once sat on a board with a group, and the head of the group, nothing ever got done because everybody's idea was taken upon, and it would take us in 10 different directions every single month, and we couldn't focus. And so while they are flexible, they are also still the leader and recognize which actions we actually need to take. Third thing, they don't argue.
Ever?
And now they say that you waste your energy. Your energy could be better spent proving your case through action.
We've become better leaders over the years.
Oh, we have? Because we stop arguing with each other? Right. We used to argue a lot. Don't waste time further arguing your points or trying to convince someone who, in all likelihood, has already made up their mind. Instead, get to work on your plan and actively demonstrate that your side of the argument works.
Wait a minute here. It doesn't say collaborate and mediate and come to an agreement. No, just shut up and get it done so that you can prove that you were right.
What is it? The people that are often telling us it can't be done are annoying.
Get out of the way.
The rest of us who are actually doing it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Powerful people aren't concerned about winning an argument. Like, winning the argument isn't their end goal.
Sure.
They want the best results, and they won't waste time bickering to get there.
I would tell my kids all the time, who are now grown adult men, don't tell me what you cannot do, show me what you're going to do.
Yeah, we stop bickering.
That's right.
And let's just get it done. And whichever way works, the results will show themselves.
Super effective leaders are active in the community.
Absolutely. They engage with their families, engage with their colleagues, meet with friends, community members. They don't isolate themselves or try to gain power over everybody else.
Absolutely. How can you gain perspective if you throw yourself into a box of your own? So they do. They keep their fingers on the pulse of what's going on in their community, and that community can be local, state, or national.
Yeah, you cannot do any of this if you are removed yourself from society. Powerful people are appreciated because they're socially involved with those around them.
Oh, this next one I'm really good at.
Okay, what are you really good at?
Thinking several moves ahead.
Oh, did you ever play chess?
Well, if I say it over the airs, there might be somebody who's been asking me to play chess for the last 3 months, and I've turned them down.
Why? You're afraid you're going to lose, huh?
Yes.
I might be able to think.
He doesn't invite you to do anything unless he knows he's going to crush you.
I can think 3 steps ahead, but he thinks 5.
Yeah.
The fastest game of chess I ever played was with my son.
Your son, Michael, yeah.
Oh, my gosh, in like 3 moves.
Yeah.
We were done.
Yeah.
But where in the world did that come from?
Well, as it applies to leadership, having a distant vision, one eye on the horizon, if you will, has always served me very, very well. And I do believe that part of good leadership is being a visionary towards what's going on. Yes, we deal with the here and now, but if you don't have presence to know where you're going in the future, you don't know how to chart the course.
Do you find yourself getting stuck in those details and all drama and frustration because the little things aren't getting done.
I'm allergic to that.
You need to step out of that and know in the big picture, tomorrow, next month. We actually did something, filled out some paperwork 6 months ago, and we were talking about it this morning. I said, well, I filled it out, but that was 6 months ago, and a lot has changed. And so when you get bogged down in the details, just don't, because 6 months from now, none of this is going to matter.
Yeah, and I will say this, it's very frustrating for the people who are not so far ahead. They're not visionary thinkers. When those of us who are, I don't want to be bored with the details of the execution of the here and now. I am strategizing our future, and it's I understand now how frustrating it can be, because all right, Captain 2020, but what about today? We got to get the work of today done. So there has to be a compromise on those things.
This is where we start hiring more people.
This is where you go. Who are you, and what have you done with my friend?
Another trait of leaders, and again, if you just want to aspire to one or live the life of one, they time things carefully. And here's the scenario. They say in many cases, what you do doesn't matter nearly as much as when you do it.
Amen. Amen. Here at Experience Pros, we talk about isms and osophies, Eric-isms and angelosophies, and one of them is this. When the timing is right,
the timing is perfect.
That's it.
When you talk about your to-do list and things that you're working on, we'll often ask, well, when? When are we going to do that? Yes, we want to. Yes, these are things we have to do, but where is it scheduled? And when is that going to actually happen? And being thoughtful and mindful to the schedule and the calendaring, because that's where the action comes, right? We can talk and dream and believe all day long, brainstorm, be creative, but until we actually say this is when this is going to happen, and we actually put it on the calendar, schedule it, and put the action in place, a lot of things don't ever get off the ground.
And finally, great leaders distinguish themselves. They make sure that they, that, I don't know, how do you distinguish yourself? That you spend if you spend your life going along with the flow, following the actions around you, you're not going to stand out. But instead, they make the effort to work harder than the others, speak louder than the others, or think differently than the others. They create differentiation.
Well, Sandy Corrigan with Keller Williams talked about, distinguishing yourself. If something's not right, you can change your environment,
right.
You can change your thoughts, and you change your heart. And I think you distinguish yourself and say, I'm not going to stay in this space for 16 more years and continue down this path. If it's not working, I need to change my environment.
And I started off with the my people, but in fact, the best kind of leadership is that servant leadership. Those people who are willing to follow rather than be the one that has to be in the front of the pack all the time. Those people who distinguish themselves really as servant leaders are the ones that we hear about in the news and making all the headlines.
We are so grateful to be surrounded by a network of thoughtful leaders, people who want to collaborate, who are brilliant. We all know we can learn from each other, and we invite you to participate. Join us at experiencepros.com. Click on the directory, find out how you can sign up and be a part of this huge network of growing leaders.
Absolutely. All right, folks, we do have to take a quick station ID here at the top of the hour, make sure that we get the news and all the information that's fit to print. But the good news is we're coming back with a whole other hour of positive business talk, because that's what we do right here on this network. We give you nothing but the best in business. Training on Monday through Thursday. Of course, there's always Fan Braggin Friday. Back after these messages.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Dana Lash, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
SquareTrade does not cover lost or stolen items. Savings based on 2-year iPhone plan with one claim compared to Assurant total equipment coverage as of April 10th, 2015.
Getting a new Galaxy, iPhone, or other smartphone? Get this. Every 2 seconds, one of us accidentally breaks our phone. So protecting your new smartphone is a smart idea. But if you have insurance from one of those big cell phone companies, you're paying way too much. I'm Steve Abernathy, and I founded SquareTrade to give you a better choice. Phone insurance from Verizon, Sprint, or other wireless carriers can cost you as much as $11 every month, plus up to a $199 deductible when you break your phone. SquareTrade phone protection is less than $5 a month with a much lower deductible. We can save you over $240. And switching to SquareTrade is easy. Even if you're locked into a 2-year phone contract with Verizon, Sprint, or other wireless carrier, you can cancel their phone insurance anytime. We'll even show you how.
Switch to SquareTrade now and save over $240. Visit SquareTrade.com. That's SquareTrade.com.
SquareTrade. KLZ AM 560, KLZ HD Denver. Listen live at KLZ560radio.com. KLZ 560.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm Chris Barnes. Mixed reports about the status of the top Taliban leader. While Pakistani security says this is speculation, an Afghan security member says that the leader died 2 years ago in a Pakistani hospital.
Mullah Omar, a leader of the Taliban, believed to have traveled from Afghanistan to Pakistan after 9/11. He hasn't been seen since 2001.
That's the Blaze Radio's Robin Walensky, that Afghanistan intelligence member, saying that Omar died in the Pakistani city of Karachi in a hospital there in April of 2013. The Patriots team owner discusses the latest developments in Deflategate.
The decision is unfathomable to me.
That's how New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft describes the NFL's decision to uphold his quarterback Tom Brady's suspension for 4 games for the Deflategate scandal.
I need to apologize to our fans because I truly believe what I did in May would make it much easier for the league to exonerate Tom Brady.
Kraft referring to his acceptance of the penalties levied on the team last May by the league, which involved a $1 million fine and the loss of 2 draft picks. Kraft saying,
the league still has no hard evidence of anybody doing anything to tamper with the PSI levels of footballs.
And the 10 Commandments monument on the Oklahoma Capitol grounds has to go, according to the Blaze Radio's Greg Moore.
The Oklahoma Supreme Court reaffirming its ruling that a 10 Commandments monument on the state capitol grounds has to go. The court denying a request by the Oklahoma Capitol Preservation Commission to reconsider its ruling that the stone monument must be removed because it violates the state constitution's ban on using state property for the benefit of religion. The monument's been standing since 2012, paid for with private money. In Oklahoma City, I'm Greg Moore, The Blaze News.
This is news on the Blaze Radio Network. Truth lives here.
The Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560 Denver.
Dana Lash, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business, and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. Finders, keepers, losers, weepers.
No.
Oh, yes.
Just because you found it does not make it yours.
I don't know about that.
Did somebody give it to you?
Yes, kind of.
Yes.
Sort of. So here's what we're talking about. This just in from our, the heartland of America, Mahwah, New Jersey. I like just saying the word Mahwah.
Well, you can say it all you like.
Mahwah, New Jersey.
So you didn't find New Jersey. It doesn't belong to you.
Well, no. I'm not taking the city. I shouted out because my BFF and his wife got to hang out in Mahwah, and in fact, they grew up in Mahwah. And so I'm just saying, Mahwah, New Jersey has a story where just a stroke of luck for them, a young man or person, they don't know who, picked up a bag of $141,000.
Woo!
It was just left on the lawn. We just started our crowdfunder.
$141,000 was left on the lawn.
That would have gone a long way.
That would have gone way. We did just start a crowdfunding.
They could be the presenting sponsor
of the show. It could be, right? Yeah, that's more than what we're looking to raise.
Right?
So, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. But you didn't find it.
No.
Somebody else
I'm not admitting that, at least over the air.
Somebody found a bag that had $141,000.
So there were some workers who, they collect the money out of the ATMs.
Oh.
Right?
Uh-huh.
And they put it in their highly secured vans.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, they park the van on the street. They go into the business. They go out. They get a couple of bags. They open up they put the bags on the grass. They open up the back door of the van. They throw the bags in, and then they drive away. Well, just so seems one of them accidentally left a bag with $141,000.
So one bag had $141,000. Have you ever? I was actually driving by the other day, and there was a booster seat, a little child's booster seat.
In the middle of the road?
In the middle of the road.
Yeah.
And you just know somebody had taken the booster seat out, put it on the roof of the car while they're moving stuff around, and left it.
Right.
We've seen day planners, organizers and calendars,
Yes.
purses, diaper bags, all of that kind of leave it behind.
There's nobody better at investigating such a situation than the Mahwah Police Department. And so they're on it. They're actually, it says they're desperately pleading for the return of the money.
Oh, so they don't know who found the bag?
No.
It has not been turned in.
No. But that's why I'm calling out to my buddy Rob. Because I know Rob and Carol know everybody in Mahwah, right? And so I want them, I'll cut you a slice. We don't need all 141. We just need to fill our crowdfunder. We're only asking for $100,000.
Yeah, that's not much of it at all.
Oh.
So they haven't found the bag.
No.
So somebody found a bag, but we don't know who. There's no surveillance.
Yeah.
There's no leads.
So let me talk to my pal. Yo, Rob, call the family.
All right.
You know what I mean.
Need a
little,
So, how long do you think until it gets turned in? And do you think the whole thing will be? I mean, it's cash. It's
nobody ever gonna find
tens
that.
and 20s.
Yeah, but you know what? That money's all marked. They all get the details and the serial number. Somebody's going to lose their head over this.
Somebody's buying a plane ticket.
Yeah. All right. There you go. So that's the news out of Mahwah, New Jersey. You're welcome, Rob. I'm serious. Call me.
If you found the money and you want to help support our crowdfunding for our national syndication, just look us up online. Do you wish your career was moving along a different path? Do you ever feel like your business owns you when it should be the other way around?
Yes.
Feel like this isn't the life you thought you'd be living? Well, you're not alone. Sandy Corrigan has a system that helps people create careers worth having, businesses worth owning, that results in lives worth living. You can call or text Sandy Corrigan today at 303-907-1010. That's 303-907-1010, and it's worth the phone call.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Finding care for an aging parent or loved one can be a simple and hassle-free process with Home Care Assistance Denver by your side. They are locally owned and provide hourly as well as 24/7 live-in services by caregivers that are custom-matched based on client needs. They personalize every care plan to fit your loved one's very specific needs. Call them today to schedule your free in-home assessment, 720-443-3371, 720-443-3371. More information can be found at homecareassistancedenver.com. They love serving your loved ones. Call now, 720-443-3371.
Imagine having a business partner watch over your computer systems day and night, actively responding to changing needs in your environment, helping make sure things run fast and smooth, protecting your valuable information. With availability, our managed services platform, C-Squared Computer Consulting can provide 24/7 monitoring, manage updates, and optimize your systems. Let C-Squared be your business partner. Call us at 303-933-1113. Mention Experience Pros and we'll waive the setup fee.
Should you invest in a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA? Are you looking for a tax-free distribution? Do you prefer a tax deduction? There's a lot going on there. Why not educate yourself? Talk about it with someone you trust. Call me today, and let's explore what is the best answer for you. 720-356-6474. 720-356-6474. This is Jim Smith with Prudential. Tune in every Monday morning for more tips at 11:35 right here on the Experience Pros radio show.
Let's talk about advertising. It's a key element for growing your company and making sure people are aware of your brand. If you're going to put a half-page ad into a magazine with 60,000 in circulation, it'll cost about $1,500, and you get to be in front of your target audience. If you're going to attend a big trade show, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to interact with potential clients. If you're going to sponsor a foursome in a golf tournament, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to support your favorite charity. At Experience Pros, $1,500 goes a long ways. You get an entire year of membership with business networking, online customizable listing, featured ads, 3 radio spots during the year, speaking opportunities, sponsorship options, and more. Sign up today at experiencepros.com.
Friends, this is Eric, and I want to turn you on to a fantastic bi-monthly patriotic newsletter I've discovered. It's called The Pen, and it's a compilation of numerous patriotic writers packed with political information that you won't find in the newspaper. Contact my friend Beth Ann for a free sample copy at csctalkradio.com or send $24.95 to P.O. Box 73, California, Missouri 65018 to receive The Pen for an entire year. The Pen, promoting liberty and keeping patriots informed. Subscribe today. csctalkradio.com. That's csctalkradio.com.
Advertising is really effective, especially for small business. Turn your company into a household name by advertising on the Experience Pros radio show. We'll help you build a trusted reputation with the professionals who listen to the program. You'll connect with the right audience and at the right price. Advertise with the Experience Pros radio show. Sign up at experiencepros.com and put your brand on the tip of your customer's tongue. Sign up today and start advertising with the Experience Pros at experiencepros.com.
Dana Lash, 6 to 9 p.m. weekdays on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
It's not funny. It's not even a little bit funny, Charlie.
Yeah, a little bit. I know, Eric has issues that he doesn't have hair. So anytime anybody says the word hair, apparently we're talking against Eric because he has no hair.
Charlie did this on purpose.
Did what on purpose? Had this song created.
Yes.
How old is this song? Like
probably the same
long time ago.
I was born.
And so we are
I was
going to talk
then
about
too.
we are going to talk about hair. So see if for a minute, Eric,
right.
you can just
I remember.
go back to and remember
Go to
when
the
you
Wayback
actually
Machine.
had a full head of hair. I remember when you were kind of doing like a little midlife kind of something, and you're like, all right, I'm starting to look a little aged, and I need to look a little bit more youthful because I don't feel old, but I'm starting to, have that middle-aged hair look.
I used
that
a
comes
pomade, and then I did
he
my
did all
tips,
sorts of fun
frosted my
stuff. He
tips.
really got into his hair, so when he had to
Did.
shave it off, he was pretty sad.
Right.
Well, do you still have some hair and you want to just look your best? We brought in Lynn Hurlbert. She is with the #1 Fantastic Sams in the whole country, the most bringing in the most revenue, the longest retention in hairstylists, the best Fantastic Sams in the United States.
And it's in Parker.
And it's in Parker, Colorado. Lynn, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thank you, Angel, for having me.
We
Very,
are
very
thrilled.
nice to have you. All right, okay. Lynn, you said you want to talk a little bit about men and their hair, because normally stylists, we talk about the women and all the colors and all the bells, the whistles, the frou-frou, and the juice, whatever you call that.
The frou-frou and the juice. Okay, so what can men do? Let's talk about men's hair. Does it really have an impact? Does it change? We are always changing our hairstyles. Are there different things that men can do to be more trendy with their hair?
Yes, exactly. The millennials, so technically under 35 men, that's the fastest growing in the beauty industry. That's the fastest growing. They get manicures or getting pedicures.
What?
They're getting their hair colored. And
Eric got a back facial.
I did get a back facial. I'm so metrosexual.
yeah, that's the word. But they come in and they want the new stuff, and they expect us to know it, which we do. We keep up on it with our training, and we have the products for them, and they're trying different stuff.
I'll tell you, Lynn, I don't get a manicure hardly ever. I have had one, but I do believe that grooming your fingernails and your toenails, if you're going to be out and about, is so important.
I think you are kind of due for a manicure, though.
What are you
as
talking
I'm
about?
looking. Well, you can tell a man has had a manicure. I'm just saying. All right. So, what are our? We're talking about. They're coming in. They're more concerned about how they look. They're paying attention to. You can tell a gentleman that pays attention to his looks. I mean, you can tell a really nice haircut. You can tell a gentleman that's kind of been groomed more than he just kind of took a shower and just took a little bzz, bzz to his head, right?
Right. And they're using different. They're using different styling tools. There's a lot of men, believe it or not, under 30 that use hair straighteners.
Straighteners.
Because they have wavy hair.
My son's got wavy hair.
It's our little secret. Of course, they tell their stylist,
Sure.
but yeah, they don't like their wave, and
so they
get
use
the little
hair
shorter straightener. It's easier for them with their bigger hands to straighten it at home and style
Well, they used to get perms and and hairspray and use all the fun stuff. Now you brought in a little stack of fun little jars, little pomades, and all of that. How do you know what to use for what?
Yes, that's great. So for the males, if you're anywhere you want to buy product, anywhere you usually buy product, always keep it professional. Make sure it's in a salon. But open up. We call them little pucks, but open up, even if it's a gel, even though that is always shine, open it up, and if it's shiny, like I have a pomade,
That's very shiny.
that will make your hair wet, and that will make it look wet and shine. If you and
So if you're not looking for the wet look, that's not the right product.
Open that
just out of the gym look.
Open another product up that isn't shiny, and you'll see it's just like this is
like
matte. It's real dry looking.
Sure.
Really, I mean, and there's a big difference. You don't have to be professional.
And so what is that? That's not a pomade.
So this is a fiber from American Crew, but kind of just open it up and look at it before you buy it. And in Colorado, you see the wet look more in Hollywood, but in Colorado we're a little bit behind times, about 5 years, and that's fine. So men are still doing the
Well, why don't you be a trend starter and go the wet look?
I remember watching Friends years ago, and Ross, the main character, had the wet look, and his friends were always teasing him. So go the matte look.
Yeah,
go the matte look.
Go the dry look.
So, Lynn, when I go in, it's not all that far away. It was only a year and a half, 2 years ago that I had enough hair to go to the haircut every so often. What do we say to the stylist? Do I say, give me a magazine and I'll point, or what, to get what we're looking for?
My stylists use their Pinterests, actually. Even for women's color, they'll go get their phone and say, well, I think this is what I think you're looking for. And a lot of those millennials are so tech savvy. They come in and they have pictures on their phone, and they're like, what do you think?
So technology has really changed the game.
Yes, it's really, I have books. We have tons of books with different hairstyles for them to pick, and usually it's women really over 50 that use the book still. But now the young ones, even the young women that come in, they're on their phone and they keep it on their phone. And
do you remember we used to have to tear pictures out of magazines and hope to find something we liked and bring that in? But I just did a photo shoot, and that was also how we picked kind of what I was looking for, was you had a Pinterest board. These are some of the looks we're looking for. Technology has really changed. Has it changed in the way that stylists are trained these days, or how has technology changed?
Oh, big time. My stylists, if they're not doing anything, salon's clean, no customers, they will actually get on YouTube and they'll look at different the little ombres and the new trends, and they'll look on how to cut them. So really, the trend 10 years ago, you would go to a class and you'd have an instructor, for training. Where now, they can YouTube it. Webinars. Fantastic Sam's has webinars for them, and they watch it, and they're on their own time as well too.
Sure.
To keep up on it.
But you don't have to wait for a class to show up. It's not an annual thing. This is something you could be looking at all the time.
Lynn, one of the things that I love about your salon is the fact that your stylists have been with you for so long. You have a great relationship with them, and in an industry where usually it's a rotating door. And I know because my sister is a hairstylist down in Texas, and she's worked for 20 different salons. She just can't seem to find a good match. It says a lot about the integrity of your business and the way that you treat your guests as well as your stylist. Where do we go to find you? Where are you located, and what's your phone number?
I am at in the Home Depot Walmart Shopping Center off 20 Mile and South Parker Road. So we're on the south end of Parker.
Okay. And your phone number?
720-851-7881.
Give that again, please.
720-851-7881.
Do you take appointments?
We do for colors, but we just take walk-ins. But if you call, we pretty much know over 90% of our customers are return, well over 90. So they'll call and say, hey, this is Eric. I want Shauna. When can she fit me in?
Right.
It's pretty personal.
And what are the hours at Fantastic Sam's?
Monday through Friday, 9 to 8, Saturday, 9 to 6, and Sunday, 10 to 5.
So let me see if I practice properly. This is Eric, and I want Shauna. When can she fit me in?
Yeah, that's what you say.
Am I saying that right? Practice.
We will practice that. What is the phone number again, Lynn?
720-851-7881.
Awesome. Thanks for being in here today.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere. We come back. Business tips and insights coming next. You're listening to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros Radio Show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
The business professionals at Extreme Relationship Management know that networking is one of the best ways to create word-of-mouth marketing for your business. They also know that many of you feel like it's a complete waste of time. The difference is knowing how to network and what to do with all those business cards that you collect. Tune in every Thursday to learn about the ERM networking laws, and be sure to sign up for the next ERM class. Extreme Relationship Management offers training and events to help you realize how rewarding networking can be. Train it the ERM way. Find them online at extremerelationshipmanagement.com and call 855-I-LIKE-ERM to find out more about their next class.
Edgetronics wants you to be happy with your business phone system. Get your phones to work for you, not against you. The friendly folks at Edgetronics can help you plan ahead to keep your business operating when there may be a phone system outage. They offer solutions with VoIP, non-VoIP, and hybrid telephone systems. Upgrade to the system with features that will meet your company's growing needs. Call today at 303-766-1699. That's 303-766-1699. No business is too small or too large, and the customer service at Edgetronics will make you smile. Call now, 303-766-1699, or online at edgetronics, that's with an X.com.
Gentlemen, it's time to step it up a notch. I'm talking about your clothing. Sure, we're all super casual here in Colorado, but there's something to be said for dressing to match your market. You need personal stylist Michelle Martinez. Michelle will come to where you are, custom measure you for an unmatched fit, and help you find your next outfit, all without breaking the bank. Luxury starts with premium materials, and Michelle's got the best Italian fabrics. And talk about value, your clothes delivered straight to you, saving you tons. Call Michelle today. 720-261-4914. That's 720-261-4914.
Landlords, listen up. If you have investment property, you need Legacy Properties PM. Devin Bewley will absolutely get you the highest rent possible, handle every imaginable emergency, and make sure that your property is well cared for. He visits every property regularly and knows that he's working for you. Legacy Properties PM, where their promise to you is simple. If your property isn't earning you money, you owe them nothing. There's nothing to lose. 720-989-1996. Mention Experience Pros and they'll waive the first month's management fee.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432, NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Dana Lash, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Hopefully you're thinking about us, because you know we're thinking about you. It's time for Business Tips and Insights.
This first business tip is brought to you by our friends over at ALMC Mortgage, where all loans must close.
And they do.
Cheryl Braunschweiger with ALMC Mortgage has been supporting the Experience Pros Radio Show since day one.
Thank you, Cheryl.
You can call her at 303-696-6933 or find her online at almcmortgage.com. But she says that you can do a 14-day plan to radically improve your finances.
Hold on for a second. 14 days and you can radically improve your finances? That's a big word there, radical.
Radical. Well, if you're thinking of buying or refinancing a home, you've got to get your finances in order, right?
Of course.
And a lot of what Cheryl does is help you make sure that your credit score is up, that you are ready, making sure she gets you in the right mortgage for your financial needs.
All right, so what do we do?
Number one, day one, analyze your income versus expenses.
No. Yeah, well, you're going to get right down to the nitty-gritty, aren't you?
Day two, choose a system to track your spending.
All right.
3, add up your debt.
That's a big number.
Day 4, create your budget.
I've heard that word before.
Day 5, decide what you're saving for. Saving means you're going to put up some money.
You lost me.
The next day, you're going to actually find a way to free up some money to save.
Oh, this is an easy plan.
Day 7, make saving automatic, which means it automatically draws from your. Yep. Day 8, find one way to create more revenue.
You know, it's really not that complicated. Just sell something.
Sell something. Day 9, or day, what's the 8, 9? Yeah, day 9. Review your investment accounts.
Okay.
Day 10, get your credit score.
If you don't have investment accounts, get on it. Get a financial planner. Get your
credit score.
Get your credit score. There are 3 different credit reporting agencies. All of them, you can get one of those credit scores every year. So get all 3.
Day 11, she says, take a hard look at your bank. And I don't know what you're hard looking for, so you'll have to call Cheryl and find that out. Day 12, organize your documents and have all your passwords pulled together.
All right.
Day 13, make sure if there are any gaps in your insurance that you get appropriately insured.
Oh, that makes sense.
And day 14, plan out your calendar for the future.
Now, listen, this will radically help your finances. If nothing else, you have put eyeballs onto it. Most people close their eyes and just hope. It's like the ostrich. They stick their head in the sand and hope things are going to get better. Don't do that. Instead, start on this plan, be aware of what's going on, and when you get done with it and you're 14 days ahead and you're into your finances, call Cheryl Braunschweiger and say thank you for this plan.
Absolutely. She's awesome. 303-696-6933. Make sure if you are in the mood, or not in the mood, if you're in the market to buy or refinance or anything to do with mortgage, any questions you have, they are awesome at ALMC Mortgage. 303-696-6933.
Where all those must close.
And they do. All right, our next business tip brought to you by our friends over at Riviera Finance. Our friend Jack Loudon is in the studio. If you don't know Jack, if you don't know Riviera Finance.
You don't know Jack.
You don't know Jack. Hello, Jack.
It's the greatest punchline in the world when it happens right.
About 2 out of 4 times we get it right. Maybe.
Easily.
Maybe.
Jack, how are you?
It's your show. Do whatever you want.
All right. Well,
we'll have another chance at the end.
This is the day in the week where we get to pull out our accounts receivables and look at that fancy number and imagine it sitting in our bank account. Jack, what's our tip today?
Well, I just wanted to, first of all, congratulate both of you.
Thank you.
Your achievement in going national, and
we haven't announced that on the radio yet, but ladies and gentlemen, the Experience Pros radio show has just been picked up by a national syndicator, and effective at the end of next month, we are on launch.
Well, Jack is a little bit in the know because Riviera Finance is actually going to be one of our national sponsors
That's
as
what
well.
I was going to talk about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody knows, so go ahead. It's good. No, it's good. It wasn't. No, it wasn't. It wasn't a secret.
It wasn't a secret.
We just hadn't done it yet.
We have a full schedule yet.
Leave it to me to screw things.
No, you're not screwing anything up, Jack. We're going national, and guess what? Riviera's coming with us.
Yes, and Riviera is a national company. We have been in business since 1969, and what makes us a little bit unique, especially from a national perspective, is when a client fills out, a prospective client fills out an application and sends us the documentations, it'll go to an underwriting office. And Riviera has 8 operations offices set up around the country. And each operations office is set with an ops manager and a vice president of underwriting, and they have the autonomy to approve companies, disapprove companies, to modify deals. They don't have to. You'll never hear, well, let me see what corporate has to say.
It's all in-house. You guys can all do it all yourself. No stone walls along the way.
Exactly, and so you can get an answer quickly, because that's, yes or no, you want an answer quickly.
Right.
And how soon can I get my money?
Right. Which makes it great for you when you're dealing with the client. You're getting answers, because when we come to you, Jack, we're probably in a little bit of a hurry.
Right. It's sometimes I call it track shoes.
Right.
Yeah, if I need it and we are coming to you for help, the last thing we want is to hear, oh, well, it's got to go to corporate, or we've got to wait on something, and we're...
Exactly. And my ops office is out of San Jose, California, which is very nice for this area, because we're an hour behind and not 2 hours ahead.
Yeah, they're still open.
So, right. So, yeah, we got all the way till...
Yeah, absolutely. You know, when you talk about you getting your ops office in that time zone where we can actually do business, make a decision, and then get an extra hour towards getting that funded,
right,
that makes a difference.
It makes a huge difference. Yep. I was dealing with a client as a potential client a couple of months ago, and they were dealing with a competitor of ours out of South Carolina, and they were asking me a question. I asked them a question about how they were doing it, because they were looking to move to us, and they said, that's a good question, we don't know, let me call them. And it was noon on Friday, and the answer machine they got was, we're closed on half days on Fridays.
Oh, no.
So therefore, basically, if you're dealing with a company on the East Coast and they're closed half day on Fridays,
by 10 o'clock in the morning, we're done.
Right.
Ouch.
So.
Oh, that's not who you want to do business with. You need, when you're working with a financial company, it's going to help put money in your bank account.
Right.
Oh.
And the application process is simple. It's a one-page. I sent out another one today to a client. It's almost just a half a page of an application. Get an application, get me your invoices. We'll send it to the operations office. Usually the same day I have either a question or
an answer.
And then we just start moving forward. And then once you're set up, you upload your invoices to us on our online platform, and within 24 hours, you have money in your bank account.
Gosh, that makes sense.
It is so easy to work with Riviera Finance. Again, look at those accounts receivables. Do you have companies that are waiting 30, 60, just longer than you would like to be paid to pay you? Just outsource your account receivables to Riviera Finance. No matter where you are in the country, they can help you. Jack, here in the local market, what's your phone number?
303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. I am located in the Tech Center. Find me online at riverafinance.com.
All right, and it is true. The Experience Pros Radio Show has been picked up by a syndicator. We are going national.
Oh, it's good.
We start just in a little over, in a month, and Riviera Finance is one of our national sponsors. So we're so thrilled to be working with Riviera Finance. And if you need any help with anything accounts receivables, just even some business practices, because you're giving a free loan essentially, and extending credit without even doing a credit check, call Jack and ask him some questions. One more time, your phone number.
303-409-7706.
If you don't know Riviera Finance,
you don't know Jack.
The Experienced Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Let's face it, you're stuck. Sure, your business is stable, but you've been floundering it even for too long. It's time to call Stephanie Shelley. Stephanie is a systems, business, and marketing coach who's helped over 300 companies improve their results by setting up systems and holding them accountable to trackable growth. Sometimes all you need is a fresh perspective and a little bit of accountability to break through to the next level of your success story. Call Stephanie today, 210-426-6956, and just talk to her. 210-426-6956. She can help. It's your business. Call today.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
4 local groups have joined forces to create one epic event to keep your business on track. On July 30th, join Infinite Nation, The Connecting Experts, Extreme Relationship Management, and the Experience Pros Radio Show at the PPA Event Center for the Epic Summer Summit. Come to network, connect, and get focused on keeping your goals on track. Get your BOGO tickets for the Epic Summer Summit online at theconnectingexperts.com. Theconnectingexperts.com. Proceeds benefit Mile High Women's Outreach, helping to stop human trafficking here in Colorado. Make a difference and attend the Epic Summer Summit on July 30th.
The top 5 search results get 75% of all the clicks. 75%! That means if you're on page 2, you are missing out on tons of potential business. You, my friend, are in need of professional help. At SharpNet Solutions, it's not all about clicks. It's about making sales. They optimize the Experience Pros Extreme Customer Service Directory, and they can optimize your business. Call them today, 303-900-4988. That's 303-900-4988. Or find them online at sharpnetsolutions.com. Put their talents to work and see what they can do for you. 303-900-4988. Mention the Experience Pros and get up to 50% off. Call today.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. We appreciate you for tuning in during your business day. We're here to help you with all those things. But, do you listen to your body talk?
Well, if your body could talk, what would it say?
Ouch!
For goodness sakes, woman, eat a salad once in a while.
Oh, my.
We are talking to our expert guest today, Heather Booth with Live Wellness Today. LiveWellnessToday.com is her website. She educates people on going green and setting up wholesale shopping accounts with Melaleuca, and you can find that at Melaleuca.com. Heather, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thanks for having me.
Heather, very nice to have you along. Melaleuca, my gosh, what a great brand. People know the name. It's very strongly well-respected, strong reputation. Why did you choose to work with Melaleuca?
I actually choose to work with Melaleuca because in 2010 I had a premature baby who weighed just a little over 1 pound when she was born.
Wow.
So I started looking into what was in the products I was using in my home, as well as I could no longer work in corporate America because they couldn't go in daycare.
Right.
Sure.
Right. Oh, that is scary. I had my twins were preemies as well, and it is a very scary time. And you start paying attention to things you never thought about before. What's in your cleaning products, all those household things. And so why choose Melaleuca then? I mean, what was the benefit?
I started doing research, and they have been around now they've been around 30 years, but and they just had such expertise on going green. They were price comparison to other stores. They're priced like Walmart.
Really?
Yeah. So
I don't think people know that.
No, they probably assume it's very expensive. So in saving money, because I wasn't working in corporate America, and in getting the best products, and none of their none of their cleaning products, the biggest thing that stood out to me was none of their cleaning products require safety caps.
Why not? You got to be careful with those safety products.
Doesn't matter. You could literally ingest them. I believe there's like 250 reported cases to poison control about actually ingesting Malibu cleaning products, and none of them had to go to the hospital.
Wow.
Oh,
all right.
okay.
So it's not going to hurt you or your children in case.
Or your pets. If
right.
your pets end up licking something, like licking the floor after you wash the floor with a product, right?
It doesn't taste good, but
it's not going to hurt them. Okay, so Heather, do you sell products?
I do not sell products.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You work for Melaleuca, but you don't sell products. How's business?
It's fabulous.
Okay, you're going to have to explain.
I just refer customers. I do the marketing and advertising, and if somebody would like to shop with the company, I can set them up a wholesale account, but you will never buy a product from me, ever, ever.
So you don't get a shipload of stuff in your garage and then disseminate it out to the neighborhood?
No, never. Well, the only stuff that comes to my door is products I order for my own house.
For your own house. What's your favorite product?
My favorite product is a Renew lotion. It totally cleared up. I have a 17-year-old, and she had severe eczema.
Yeah.
And it totally cleared it up. She's never had it again. We tried everything from steroid creams to, I'm telling you, voodoo doctors.
Right.
Nothing ever helped.
My sons both have what I call lizard skin.
Yes.
I mean, they scale.
Yeah.
And
so
nothing
it's the
but
Renew
the Renew
Renew
product
Yeah.
really was
Especially
one.
in Colorado, it's so dry. It makes it so much worse.
Right.
Okay, what about the tea tree oil? I always think tea tree oil for Melaleuca. I don't know why.
Yes, because Melaleuca is the purest form of tea tree oil. And so that's where the name comes from.
What is a tea tree?
What is a tea tree?
Yes.
It's actually a plant that's found in Australia.
It has nothing to do with the drink of tea that we...
No.
No, okay, all right.
But they have they put in a lot of their products, tea tree oils in a lot of their products.
Well, sure, because it's got a lot of healing properties.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. All right.
So you educate people on going green, just kind of safer products for the environment, for your home, for your family, setting them up with a shopping account so they can just go and shop and buy as they will. What's the best way for them to set up their own account?
It's just get in contact with me. My phone number is 303-910-7093, and I can just get you the information.
303-910-7093. The website is Live Wellness Today, and we all want to live well. LiveWellnessToday.com. So what's your favorite thing about what you get to do?
I just hearing when people are like, oh my gosh, my asthma is so much better, or my daughter's skin, she doesn't have eczema anymore, like those kind of success stories that I've obviously had in my own household, but hearing them from other people, it's really rewarding because I can help people.
I was shocked. I went to a presentation that you did, Heather. I was shocked at the variety of products that are available.
Over 500 products, household consumable products.
Things that you can eat.
Yep.
Like granola bars and snacks.
I like the little, what do they call the little things that you drop into the water? And
the Sustain Sport, the hydration drink. Yeah, that was good. That's
really
good.
Are you doing a presentation anytime soon?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Of course.
Of course. Can we look it up?
Yep. Yep,
Maybe
absolutely.
go to your website, livewellnesstoday.com. It was valuable. It's valuable information.
Yeah, it's
And
just information.
If you have any questions at all, just about getting the toxic products out of your home, which is probably step number one, call Heather, 303-910-7093. Again, 303-910-7093. Anything else you want to talk about,
No,
Heather?
I just want to thank you guys so much for having me.
Oh, gosh, we love everything that you stand for, everything that you do. You are so well respected in the community. And, gosh, we love having you as part of our network.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, folks, when we come back, we're going to talk about something that never happens. You ready for this? You've never seen somebody who looks like an A+ on their resume, and when they walk in and get the hiring done, they turn out to be a C-. Never happens. We're going to talk about that next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Women-owned businesses are on the rise, but where do you go when the bank says no? Ladies, you know it's tough to secure the capital necessary to launch or develop a new business. You need to know attorney Steve Replin of the Replin Law Group. Steve specializes in helping women secure hard money lending when no one else will step up. You have an ally in Steve Replin. He has the knowledge and resources to get you the money you need to grow your business. Call Steve today. It's money in the bank. Your bank. 303-322-7919. or ReplinLawGroup.com.
Computers. We can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems, and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in, all your computer quirks and hang-ups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057, 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
Anyone can wash a car, but Bumper Dock Denver Auto Detailers can give your car the care it deserves. Get your car looking astonishing for another beautiful Colorado weekend. Bumper Dock Denver is just a phone call away. If Bumper Dock Professional Detail restores and protects your vehicle from damage caused by the sun and other factors, special attention is paid to every inch of your vehicle. Bumper Dock Denver offers the most comprehensive auto detailing service available. Bumper Dock Denver, 303-369-7292, or BumperDockDenver.com.
Join us on August 13th for Summer Toast 2015. It's the premier networking event for Colorado's top marketing and business professionals. Your $30 ticket includes all you can eat from Denver restaurants, plus 2 drink tickets. Get your tickets at summertoast.com.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
As a business owner, you know what it's like to wear a bunch of hats, and we know it too, which is why our very best advice to you is to outsource your accounting to By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. Philip Aronoff is well known to listeners and members of the Experience Pros Network. He was voted the best bookkeeper in the state of Colorado during the Fan Braggin contest, and he can absolutely help you build your business while making sure your accounting is all taken care of. Call Philip today and take that bookkeeping hat off for good. 720-837-0860. That's 720-837-0860.
Tell your staff to tune in daily to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Business training and inspiration from national experts are here for you every day on the Experience Pros Radio Show. Start your week off by learning a great new business skill. Tune in midweek to boost your positive attitude and be sure to always end your week with Fan Braggin Friday. The Experience Pros Radio Show is here for you every day, changing the way people treat people in business. Join the revolution and tune into the Experience Pros Radio Show. Weekday business training designed to inspire you to get your business right.
The Dana Show, 6 p.m. weekdays on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. We are having such a fun time in the studio today.
Absolutely.
Hope you are having a great time, that your business day is just on fire. Make sure you join us tomorrow for the Epic Summer Summit going on at the PPA Event Center from 3 until 7 p.m. You can still get tickets today at theconnectingexperts.com.
And they're still buy one, get one.
They are buy one, get one, and so make sure you participate in them. So have you ever put in a good word for someone to hear they got the job, right?
Right.
And then it totally bombed?
That never happens.
No, that never happens. Do you ever hire someone and everything looked good, good on paper?
Right.
They came in, they did this really smooth interview.
Yep.
And then they came in and it totally bombed?
Okay, it has happened to me.
I hate that. I hate it when that happens. All right, well, here's some telltale signs you can look for to make sure that somebody is the right fit, even if they look amazing on paper, even if they came with an exemplary referral from a colleague or a friend.
There are signs?
There are signs.
What if she was hot?
Well, she will still be hot.
That'll be illegal, by the way. If you hired her because she was hot, don't do that.
So then why'd you bring it up?
I just wanted to know.
But if you can't do that, then why are you asking
For
me?
signs, I'm trying to think. Well, there's a big sign right there.
Well,
She's smoking.
So she's smoking. You think that
Right.
that's a sign she's going to be a bad hire?
Well, no.
What does that have to do with it?
I'm just asking.
You're asking the wrong questions.
That's the point.
All right, here's how you can tell if somebody's probably going to be a wrong fit, even if they look amazing on paper. First thing is, they talk a lot, but only about themselves.
It's Toby Keith. Want to talk about me.
Well, here's the thing: is if everything is talking about themselves exclusively, we want to hear that they were collaborative in their last job, all the things that they did to help other people, because really when they get here, we want them to help us, right? We want them to be a part of a team, unless you're hiring somebody who's going to go off and work all by themselves and virtually and in the corner all alone. But how often does that happen?
Not very.
Not very often. Not very often.
Not very often.
Not very often. Not very. All right.
In the woods.
Here's the thing. Choose somebody who talks warmly, at least about some other people that have helped them in their career, helped them in their path to get them to where they are today. A person who can recognize and celebrate other people's accomplishments is someone you definitely want on your team.
Here's the second sign that you can be watching for, because the candidate looks great on the paper, but when you get them into the interview, they're going to say that it was their responsibility for taking that $9,000 a month contract into a $1 billion contract, and they facilitated it all because they took the credit for everything.
Do you ever have somebody on your team that takes credit for everything? Nobody wants that person. Again, not a team player, not super collaborative. What is that look?
Just checking and see if I'm trying to think about over my team, see if I have anybody who takes the credit for everything.
I don't take credit for everything.
We're driving around in the parade and everybody waves. Hi, Angel.
I didn't.
I'm sitting next to you.
I didn't take credit for that.
Should be the Experience Pro show.
Okay, you're right. Whenever somebody says hi, Angel, I should say.
Don't forget Eric.
Don't forget Eric.
Don't forget Eric.
And Eric.
And this is Eric.
And Eric. Actually, somebody will compliment anybody in the room. Somebody will come in and say, I like your shoes. Eric says, thank you.
I have to. Somebody has to speak up for myself.
For yourself. So they take credit and they feel bad when nobody notices them. They might not be the ideal candidate.
Chances are I'm not applying for your job anyways.
Third thing is they don't discuss their shortcomings. They talk about perfectionism, right? I am perfect. I always get it right the first time. I never make mistakes. Which, the people that have to have everything perfect never get anything done.
No, they don't.
Right? They're always afraid of making a mistake. They're never going to jump forward until they have every T crossed and every I dotted.
Here's what you want to look for. Choose the person who has the confidence to discuss their areas of weakness with their prospective boss. It's okay to say, you know what, I'm working on some stuff here. In fact, it's preferable because authenticity is really what you're after.
Don't you want somebody who is actually willing to learn, who wants to come on board and say, I really don't know it all, but I want to come in, I want to be a part of the team, I want to discover the culture here, I want it to grow, I want to grow with it, rather than I've already got my whole act together.
Oh, let's talk about this one.
Another telltale sign is they're unprofessional throughout the process.
Give me an example. Angel?
The first thing is, they're a little tardy.
What? I didn't hear you. Wait, what?
They might not be on time.
Oh.
I am. Yeah. I can't. I got nothing. I got nothing in this one. I am the eternal optimist who thinks before I leave the door, I can do one more thing.
Or three.
I can make one more phone call. I can send that email. I can put a load in the dishwasher. I can do it all. And what ends up happening is I am usually 10, 15, 20 minutes late for everything.
Tardiness is one thing, and it's an offset, but it's not a deal breaker.
But I will stay till the end.
That's the truth.
Well, unless I gotta go early.
There's lots of other positives that go along with that. But if they're unprofessional throughout the process, if they just kind of stuff like that, and then they go, gosh, I really don't know why I said that. Careful. Heads up. If you love the candidate, you can move forward if they're a little bit late or not. And you can even kind of work in, this is our culture, so we try to be on time. Set your clock 15 minutes in advance so that you can be on time.
Well, and it is true. This is something that really does lack in credibility, especially if you're trying to make a good impression. And so, no, you can't account for traffic or finding a parking spot, hitting all the red lights, construction zones, and all of that. So if you are going in for an interview, make sure you allow for that cushion of window to make sure that you are on time, because it will be the first thing to set you off. But the counter to that, don't show up a half an hour early either.
Oh, no. No, we're not ready for you yet.
No, we're not ready. And that just kind of sets the tone of everybody being frazzled. And here's the last thing. Do they just seem too good to be true?
Well, yes, I do.
We've all found those cases where it does seem too good to be true. That doesn't necessarily mean they aren't. But this might be where you might want to do a little bit of research, really call on those references.
Get somebody else to look at them.
Absolutely, and bring in a team so that it's not just from your eyes. You actually are going to find the ideal candidate. And don't second guess it when it does feel really right. It feels like a really good fit. Don't dismiss that. There's value in that. And so long as you do your homework, do your due diligence, do some research, check on some past references, bring on a team of people to do some second and third and fourth interviews in your process.
Absolutely. No one wants to hire someone and then work with that person's far less desirable twin. So look for the signs to avoid the Jekyll and Hyde situation.
Well, so here's the thing. We often want to hire somebody that can hit the ground running, right?
Sure.
They come in and they're ready to go, but it doesn't really work that way. There's an onboarding process to get them on board with your team, with your culture, with your systems and your processes. And so we're often really surprised when we hire somebody. You want to hear what an epidemic is going on these days, and I've found what the trend is and why.
The Japanese beetle.
More and more often, people are actually hiring people. They actually are giving them the job.
Yeah.
And then they're not even showing up for their first day of work.
What?
It is an epidemic of people who they've gone through the hiring process, gone through the interview, and been hired, and on day one are not showing up for work. And it is truly an epidemic across the country.
If anyone listening to this signal is guilty of doing that, stop it. Don't you know where you go, your brand follows?
If you're not going to show up once you've received a job offer, call them and let them know something else came up, a different offer, just some communication, because you don't want to burn a bridge. It's too small of a town.
It happened to my son, actually, and my son was the perpetrator or near perpetrator. My son is a big guy, and he got, he interviewed for a job, was granted the job, and he's supposed to show up the next day and start his job, right? And he said, thank you, sir. And he and I were driving together, so we drove back home, and on the way home he says, I don't want this job. I'm like, oh, what? Oh, we're going right back right now, and you're going to look that man in the eye, and you're going to tell him why you're turning down his offer. And we did, because you don't just not show up.
No, it's, you think about your reputation, and you never know when that hiring manager could end up at another job that you're at someday.
Right.
It's a very small world. Truly, 3 degrees of connection.
That's it.
Do not burn bridges. Make sure that you maintain the relationship and maintain the communication. Show some respect for them so that they can show respect for you in the future, and have some respect for yourself as well.
Yes.
That phone call, while it is difficult to make, it is necessary. And sometimes the hardest thing and the right thing are the same thing.
Well said.
Oh, thank you.
Very, very nice. All right. Well, my, how time flies. Crazy, huh?
Absolutely.
Have you checked the calendar yet? For all the business events going on all around the community, you can check out experiencepros.com. Click on the calendar icon, and you will find a ton of events, including the one that's happening tomorrow.
Tomorrow at the PPA Event Center, that's the event center out by Mile High Stadium, the Epic Summer Summit. Carrie Conley with Infinite Nation doing a keynote speaking on making sure your vision is set and getting you through those goals for the rest of the year.
Absolutely.
Sign up at theconnectingexperts.com.
See you there tomorrow. On behalf of Charlie, our producer, and Angel, myself, and all the people that make the Experience Pros radio show happen every single day, we say thank you. Thank you for tuning into this, the most positive business talk show in America, The Revolution in how people treat people in business. We're grateful for you tuning in, but we also want you to share the show, so tell somebody about it, and we'll be back again tomorrow to do it all over again.
This has been the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.